If we want to decrease the consumption of sugary drinks in Zuni youth, then the change needs to start here in the Zuni Youth Enrichment Project. We no longer allow any sugar-sweetened beverages in any of our programs. We have signage up everywhere that this is a sugar-free zone.
Just the fact that the kids are on board with it, and so they've been encouraging their parents not to drink, all of the sugary beverages.
You don't know what is in your drinks, like you go to Giants, you get a 44-ounce drink. We broke that down and to say, hey, you got like 17 teaspoons, and we actually showed how much 17 teaspoons is.
I feel like this initiative really helped to kind of highlight that and make it more obvious for parents as well as the community that there is too much sugary beverages.
We get a lot of new moms that come in and out to watch their older kids play. So that was another thing that was implemented here. It's a beautiful little breastfeeding corner. Every single mural here incorporates some type of water feature.
It's all this whole cycle of life. And so that's what we celebrate. And that's why water is such an essential part of, our culture.
What the grant has helped us to do is not just talk about what we will prohibit, it talks about what we're trying to encourage.
I think in hindsight, we didn't really realize the impact banning SSBs was going to have.
But it's different to say this is prohibited and to say instead, we really want this to increase in the drinking of water. And Pauline's program with the fruit-infused water and also integrating it into our culinary classes.
A lot of the students had never really experimented with infused water and regarding drinking water and making it fun. I like to see the excitement in their eyes when they come up and tell me, "Ooh, I added this to the water." A lot of them are telling me, "I haven't had a soda since, January. That was my New Year's resolution, and I haven't had one yet."
But what we've done in concert with the grant is taken one of our old school buses and developed a mobile water filtration system that the kids can actually be part of. But it's our students in their lives that are going to make the difference in the community and make sure that the community is able to use its own water.
Really seeing the ideas come to life, like the local hero posters, and how the community has responded to that has been really successful. Just all the kids that participated in the water challenge. This year we had over 400 kids that participated. Just how we have deepened our relationship with the schools and the kids. And now when they see us, they're like, "Here come the water ladies."
This is all a collaborative effort, kind of like a clinical community linkage.
We asked the community, who would kids, when they see a poster, who would they look up to and see as their hero?
We wanted to approach it not just in the store, but also outside the community as well.
They said, "Hey, we know you. You came to our school. You talked about water and cutting out pop. Remember you said Doda soda."
Pauline, I guess she went to a basketball game at Red Mesa, and there was little kids over there saying Doda soda. And she was like, "Oh, I need to thank Joanne." She was just so happy that we were continuing to spread it this way. So I thought that was neat, just how it can work all over the reservation.
Starting in the beginning, kind of not knowing what direction we were really gonna go, having an idea, and then just kind of seeing that idea blossom into a program that we know that we're gonna be able to sustain. We understand and value the importance of water, and we know that it's important to educate our kids. Getting the water fountains installed in the school, that was a big accomplishment. It made them feel like proud, that's something that they only seen in the city, like, no, we have that here.
And we posted it on social media, and it was really cool to see a lot of the feedback from some of the people, like fancy water bottle or fancy water fountain. But that's the first, one of the first coolest things, I guess, that has come to the school in a while.
When we went into the schools and we taught them the idea that this is how much sugar is in each beverage and how much water has no added calories, no sugar. And then they were really amazed of like, wow, really, are we doing, what have we been putting in our bodies, And just the idea of being healthy.
Of course, learning from the rest of our cohort, which was completely awesome, but just kind of what ZYEP would share with their water-only events, we just thought that's kind of what we're already doing, and why not just continue with that? I feel like our program, our staff, we all know how important it is to continue teaching the importance of drinking water. And we also know that we're not done with our work, because it's like this is just starting something for us here.
Through this opportunity, we were able to create an incentive program. We have become more strategic on how we use our incentives, and we want to make sure our incentives have a meaning behind them and that it grounds them back to the community.
So in the schools, we created a water buffalo card. Every time a student or anybody drank their specific ounces of water for them, they get to cross off or fill in a glass of water, which is basically they just color it in.
As soon as it went to the schools, people heard about it, and we had like a flood of people come to our office enrolling in the water challenge.
Even the first week, they said they had a hard time trying to make that change for themselves. But now they're like, yes, I'm drinking more water because of the Water Buffalo Challenge.
I feel like we're basically at the start. It's only going to get better from here. In terms of like sustaining, we do have our own greenhouse, and this year in terms of planting, we're going to start planting different things that we can put in our water.
When we started this journey and applying for this grant, I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I think the way that the NB3 Foundation went about it in terms of supporting us all along the way was probably the greatest strength.
So what we're really proud of is our water prescription. We did outreach to some of our providers in the community.
This is a tool that they can use that doesn't take a lot of time in the clinic. It's something you can hand a person so that they'll remember.
In the breastfeeding classes, I welcome all of the kids and the grandparents, their caregivers for the baby. I had this little boy come in, and he was filling up his water bottle. And I told him, I said, what does this say? And he just had this big old smile on his face, and he runs over to his mom and it says, this is only for water. Oh yeah, the water challenge. And it's really worked out well with Hamus, and we're kind of reinforcing what they've been doing, and then we give them their water bottle and they'll say, oh, we've been doing this. I feel like we have planted the seed and it can keep going. That's something that I feel really hopeful about.
Our team has been most proud of establishing a no sugary sweetened beverage policy here at the Tamayo Wellness Center. This is the first time once the center was built, and once we did get this grant going, this was a policy that we did go ahead and put in place.
The lactation station, you would hope in the future that would be something that would naturally appear in a beautiful new building like this, but to go ahead and make space for it.
So that way they too can come and work out in the facility and have some place to have a nice comfy area for that.
Of course, the community just automatically have come to know that, when they come to one of our events, they know it's going to be some healthy options available for them.
Also with the kids too, for our after school program, we did offer those choices of infused water, and just how well they liked the idea of having infused water.
Well, in trying to make sure that we do have, that we can sustain the work that we've already, accomplished, with this grant, we did want to do some kind of marketing, something, come up with a logo, something that we could use that people would identify, our water first efforts, in the long term.
This grant all started off surveying 250 moms. And the reason why it was very important is because out of the whole survey, only 5 moms were breastfeeding. We did a panel, and the panel was based on the elders. I had different questions on just why is it important, how did the fathers assist, and they really touched the base on the importance of the tradition, the culture that it brought, on why it is very important that we keep that.
When I saw the flyer at the breastfeeding or at the WIC office, I started asking questions. Well, where is it going to be at? I think I'll just go, give it a try. I think it's awesome that I attended these classes, and it helped me feel more comfortable and not have like a lot of judgment on me. Like I'm just trying to feed my baby.
You know, if you're breastfeeding, you know, you don't want to be just drinking all the sugary sweetened beverages and the sugars and, you know, whatever comes through your body, you're giving to your baby through the breast milk. The journey has been amazing. All the staff of MB3 who've been there for me when I needed them at the time, you know, they're always there. You guys were great. Oh my God, why do I want to cry? I'm glad that I was given this opportunity to be here. You know, it wasn't for me. It was not for me. It was for the community that I serve, the people that I serve.